And we're back, guys. Welcome to Good Energy. We report on tennis, Good Energy reporting on tennis. And we head back to Tunisia, where we have the number 2 seed, Veronika Kudermetova from Russia, taking on Diane Parry. Bonjour, comment allez-vous from France. And listen, guys, Diane Parry goes hard in the paint, ladies and gentlemen. She's a defensive player. And look, she's much like a Daria Kataskina. She's very frustrating to play. One more ball in play is the motto of the defensive player. And she's always down to go long rallies. But she's facing Veronika Kudermetova, someone who has a great serve, very athletic, a great two-way player. Veronika has more doubles matches than Parry's got singles matches. So she's very experienced, and rightfully so. This was my lock of the day, Veronika Kudermetova. Listen, guys, sometimes it's just not going to be fancy and appealing. Take the free money, take the free lock. And that's why you follow this channel, because I've given you 15 locks in a row and a ton of win streaks all year long. But Diane Parry would call for the physio, not because she was injured, but what had happened. Is it the shoes? It's got to be the shoes. It definitely has to be the shoes, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. She's calling for the physio to adjust her custom insoles. And the reality here is, listen, these tennis players, their body parts are insured. Whether it's their arms, their feet, their hands, their legs. And in this case, look, you have to make sure your toes and your feet are comfortable. You are literally shifting your body weight, you're cutting, you're moving. The shoes have to be comfortable. And a lot of these players, I'd say probably 99% of them, they have their custom fits in their shoes. And look, that makes it comfortable. You have to make sure you're comfortable when you're cutting, sliding, and just switching angles at a high rate of speed. And she called the physio to come over to adjust her custom insoles, and I guess she needed to glue it back together or something like that. But while the physio takes care of that, we just want to make the fans aware this is a 3-year commitment here in Tunisia. The initial pledge for this tournament is $250,000, and the reality here is these fans are here to see Ons Jabeur. If Ons Jabeur does not make the final, I don't think there would be much attendance, to be honest with you. I personally would love the opportunity to be there next year. Look, if I can get my credentials, I would love to cover this event in Africa. And the reality here is I'm a huge Ons Jabeur fan. I'm a huge Ons Jabeur supporter. I think she's the most classiest player on tour, and I think she's the most skilled player on tour. It's simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, guys, Veronika Kudermetova taking on Diane Parry. I told you in the free preview and prediction video she would take her to school. She did that in the first set. And quite frankly, if it weren't for the stoppage here, I think she would have ran away with the first set and it would have been pretty lopsided. But the reality here is Diane Parry, she's back. And look, Kudermetova, a lot of people don't know, but she leads the tour. She's ranked 5 and 6 in service games won and points won. She's an offensive threat to anyone on tour. She can score on anyone. I would like to see her work a little bit more on her defense. But listen, guys, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Right now, she is the 8th spot in the WTA finals. She's already made the doubles. And look like if she can just hold on, she'll keep the 8th spot. We know Simona Halep withdrew, so that spot now goes to Kudermetova. Sakkari's still fighting. Daria, her fellow countrywoman, is fighting, but with that loss yesterday to Alexandrova, that does not help. But it's going to be a race. It's going to be a race to the finals. And look, we have maybe 5 more tournaments before the WTA finals, and Kudermetova will be active. So you take a look at the first set stats, and listen, 3 aces for Kudermetova. She's been a top acer on tour the last few years, and 11 winners. Diane Parry's never going to blast a ton of winners. She's a defensive player. She waits for her shots. But listen, I said Diane Parry's been winning tournaments since the age of 13. She's young. This is her first This is her first year on the main tour level. She's already made $500,000. If she sticks with it, she's going to be a household name in the next couple of years. She will be a household name. Diane Parry from France. Bonjour, comment allez-vous? She will not get the opportunity to play fellow countrywoman Elisa Cornet if she does not come back in the second set. We head to the second set, and Kudermetova is up 1-love.